Stop the Bleeding is made possible by Takeda.
Ooh, whew. It is a real scorcher out there. It is a hot one. Like 7 inches from the midday sun. I hear you whispering the words, melt everyone.
Please, Spence, it is way too hot to be singing Santana.
Oh, technically Rob Thomas.
Would you like a smoothie?
I would, thank you. That is a very warm and chunky beverage.
The chunks are fruit.
Ew. Jamie and I are enjoying a little indoor staycation today. A perfect romantic couples retreat.
There's a heat wave, and we've been advised to stay home.
The power's out in town, which means there's no AC. And it's not even noon yet.
So we're staying indoors, where it's a perfect 80, scratch that, a perfect 81 degrees.
Would we call 81 perfect?
Historically, we don't exactly see eye to eye on the thermostat.
Jamie is like a lizard. I am more like a polar bear. I like to see my breath at all times. Except right now, all I see is sweat. What do you want to do while we ride out the elements? We got playing cards, Scrabble, crosswords, there's watercolor.
Sweetie, were you just limping?
What? No, nope, no.
Spence, do you have a bleed?
No, I just slept on my ankle wrong.
That's just a montage of you sleeping weird. You've been going hard on the outreach, which is great. But you clearly overextended yourself a bit and hurt yourself. You gotta tell me these things, Spencer. Open lines of communication, right?
Right.
Well, for once, I'm glad for overpacking. I always pack twice the medical supplies I need and split them into 2 different bags in case one bag gets lost. Or in case my travel partner forgets to bring it at all. You would never forget to pack your factor because you packed Benny in your suitcase instead, right? And if I looked in the fridge, I would see the extra factor I brought for you ready to go.
You know the power's out and we have milk. I'd keep it closed.
Spencer, where is that extra factor?
I love it in here.
Spencer, please get out of the fridge.
Well, 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 look who's unprepared now, Nurse Jamie.
You. It's still you. You forgot the extra factor for you.
Yup, and you didn't prepare for that level of unpreparedness.
Spencer.
It's okay. I'm fine. When in a bind, rice. Right? That's what we say. Rest, ice, compression, elevation. How about that? Already nailing the elevation and the rest. And now, perhaps, if the smoothie queen, formerly known as Nurse Jamie, would be so kind as to help me with the ice.
I don't think this is very funny.
You think I'm a little funny?
No, I don't think you're funny at all.
You think I'm the funniest hemo that ever did bleed.
No, I really don't.
I get it. Oh my god, I'm sweating so much.
It is so hot in here.
Okay. Maybe you could grab me the ice real fast, then we'll keep the freezer closed tight until the power comes back on.
There is no ice, Spencer. I was gonna make more and then the power went out.
Okay, so it's not an emergency, but it's hot. But I've got a plan. I'm gonna follow rice just without the I. So that's easy. It's just... forget it. It's impossible.
Maybe we should play a game to distract ourselves.
Yeah, sure.
Scrabble. Let's do it.
Let's do it.
Enough. I have to get a towel.
Sweetie, stay. I'll get it.
Oh my God, Spencer, are you okay?
Yeah, it's just even worse than the heat. I don't know where to put myself.
Here, you stay there. I'll go get it. This is a good reminder in a way. I mean, just think about all the families we're gonna meet here. I bet these power outages aren't uncommon. It really ups the ante on being prepared. What are you doing?
I'm lying on the floor. I thought it would be better down here on the cool tile.
Is it working?
Absolutely not. I mean, I'm basically the Bear Grylls of hemophilia today. Ugh. Sure, I'm outrageously uncomfortable. Sure, it may be hot, but I've got even hot. Forget it, I can't do one of my heroes when I'm sweating out of my eyeballs. Ah. All my life, this is all I've ever wanted.
He said sticking his foot in the freezer would knock out the I and the E in rice.
Jamie?
Oh my gosh, what?
Can you help me with the C?
Oh, so now you're asking for my help.
I finally found a comfortable-ish position. So now I've got the R, the I, and the E.
Oh, you've definitely got the E.
Now I just need the C and the U.
What's the U?
Oh, you know, you, the U. I need you.
Cheesy, but cute.
Oh, you're my werewolf. Thank you for your help. I mean it.
Oh, you're so sunny.
I know, but it's back. This is gross, though. One of the things that I love about Jamie is that I feel like I'm always learning about her. And myself. Like, I can't conquer all the elements by myself.
And?
And it doesn't hurt to be a little over-prepared.
Or prepared. Just prepared at all.
As you can see, our refrigerated storage unit is drastically underused. Oftentimes, we're dealing with patients that have a less than ideal profit dose. So it is important that we share with them what to do in the event of a power outage and how to properly care for their medications.
That makes sense.
Spencer, can you...
Can I what?
Would you mind...
Would I mind what?
Can you please take your foot out of the fridge?
Oh, did you see that? Poor Supuesto. Didn't realize I left that in there. What are the chances? Okay, what's next on the docket, Doc?
All right, this way.
This is the coldest place in the hospital by far. Oh. Rice. Rest, ice, compression, elevation. Also rice. Really into communication everywhere.
Okay, Spence.
Rice. Right is Jamie every time.
They got it, Spence.
Rice. Love, C-U-E, Jamie.
You're sweet, but that is not even close.
That was remarkably close. Rice.
It is way too hot to be singing Santana.
It's technically
Woo!
not.
Sorry.
Have you ever made a smoothie before?
Blender issues.
Let's return the blender. Cut! Come on in! That was you. Jamie, can you come in and just Spencer put up your dues?
What?
Cut.
I've never heard that expression.
Put up your dues. Wait a little more.
Excuse me, wow. A lot of meatballs, a lot of
Working
meat.
for me. Take one, ailing. Common bar.
Not A only, B also.
One of the things I really love about Jamie is that I feel like I'm always learning something about her. I'm gonna do that again because I went through puberty already. Oh,
I heard it.
well.